Do you remember the first time you read a book? Maybe not, but you know for sure that it was quite an intellectual experience. It is sad that not everybody has the opportunity to get educated. According to Do Something organization, 1 in every 4 American children grow up never learning how to read. Illiteracy is a major problem in America and the rest of the world. Fortunately, there's a way in which we all can contribute to this cause and help combat illiteracy. Let's discuss that step today. You may be surprised to know that approximately 32 million adults in America are illiterate, and around 14% of the adult population do not know how to read. So, someone may ask the question, why are we making such a big deal out of illiteracy? How is that a threat to the society? Well, illiteracy, now that we know what it means, let's prove how it threatens the society and its costs. Illiteracy has been linked to criminal activities. According to a report by Do Something organization, 85% of the juveniles in the juvenile system in America who are undergoing a trial are functionally illiterate. Hence, we can say that there is a direct correlation with illiteracy and criminal activities. Further proof of this correlation is that 2/3 of the students who cannot read proficiently by the end of 4th grade either end up in jail or in welfare. Illiteracy can be a major hindrance at workplace. 75% of unemployed adults cannot read, even at a basic level. There is a direct correlation of literacy and income. According to a report by American Society for Training and Development, skills and opportunity for individual Americans is powerful and growing. Thus, individuals with poor skills do not have much to bargain with. This affects the quality of life of theirs and the people around them. ZagoCare organization states that only 24% of the patients can read the instructions properly, and the rest, the majority of the patients, do not know how to read the instructions. Thus, they do not know how to take medicines also. They do not know the side effects of the medicine. We all know what this means. This is a threat and what threat it can pose. Now that we understand the costs of illiteracy, let's discuss what we can do to help the situation. I can personally say that reading loud helps me prepare for exams. Some people say that it sounds nice and all that, but show me some evidence regarding this. I have done some research and I would like to share with you today as proof that reading aloud to children can help combat illiteracy. According to Laurie Futterman, teachers and parents play an important role in seeding the love for reading early on, which leads to the development of creativity in the children and also makes them mature early on. This has long-term benefits as intellectual development early on leads to a life of productivity and happiness. Reading aloud to children also helps in developing the language and skills required for jobs and interviews. According to an article in the New York Times, a study found that children of all ages groom when teachers or when they read on their own. Thus, reading aloud to a kid helps in getting the kids interested in reading and getting involved in it. Reading aloud not only helps in developing and creativity, but also leads to a life of happiness and effective communication. Imagine the world will be a much better place if majority of the people are literate. Better communication will take place, low crime rates, and rational people. The communication gap will be reduced, and people would express effectively. Hence, it would lead to less conflicts. Overall, the standard of life will be better. Right? Researchers state that more teachers ought to read out loud to the students, even the students at high schools. It results in better grades and performance of the teacher as well as the students, and which ultimately leads to the progress of the nation. So we have seen the problems of literacy in America and what we can do to help this cause. Now I have a question for you. Do you want to help this cause? You may say that I don't have a kid, I'm grown up. Well, do what you can within your reach. Read out loud to your nephew, to your niece. Volunteer at a nearby school to read out loud and in adult learning centers. Go to poor neighborhood to help people teach how to read. But as Joseph Brodsky quoted, there are worse crimes than burning books. One of them is not reading them. If each one of us do our bits in reading aloud to children and helping volunteering reading aloud in schools and nearby adult learning centers, it can lead to growth long term.